Hey, I'm Heather. I'm a sexuality empowerment coach, and since we last spoke, I've actually been really busy in the offline world and doing stuff that's kind of falls outside of my private coaching practices, but relates to the work I do around sexuality and authenticity and all that fun stuff. I've been doing workshops and I've been doing speaking engagements and lots of fun things. And what's been coming up and what I wanted to share with y'all today is the concept of creating routines. And in the outside world, I've been talking about care routines. So the fact that we need to do things to care and to sustain ourselves. But I think this also relates very much to the stuff we talk about in terms of sexual routine and making a point of bringing sexuality into your life, making a practice of practicing sexuality. So, what do I actually mean when I say that? Well, I mean, taking sexuality out of this abstract contract or concept that you do when you have time, or you do when you have energy, or you do when you have partners, or you do when something else happens, and making it something that you bring into your life on a daily or weekly basis. If you're gonna go longer than weekly, I'd really encourage you to spend some time checking in with yourself and see what's going on in terms of your sexuality. um, I would say maybe the exception to this is asexual, gray sexual, stuff like that. If you know that sexuality isn't a big part of your life, that's kind of a different story. But for people who have more of a standard connection to their sexuality, um, think about it. Like, what is it that's making your sexuality life fallow? And how can you work around that? I don't know about you, but I definitely, if I don't make a practice of practicing my sexuality, then it kind of like shifts to the back of my mind, and I let things slide. I don't bother dating. I don't really engage with that part of myself. And then, a couple weeks, a month later, I'm like, what's going on with me? What's happening? I'm like, oh, I stopped practicing my sexuality and I've let it drop. Um, and I think it's the same thing with anything. I think it's the same thing with health routines. I think it's the same with self-care routines. I think it's the same with, learning to play an instrument or reading. Anything that we want to strengthen in our life, we want to make a practice out of it, right? So, specific examples: date night once a week, spending an evening in bed with your partner exploring things, spending an evening in bed with yourself exploring things, taking a point to reconnect to your body, at least, I don't know, twice a day. Set an alarm on your watch or on your phone to spend 30 seconds actually just touching yourself and feeling your body and breathing deep so you can connect to yourself. Um, Reading erotic stories on a once a night or once a week Friday treat or something like that. And I'm sure you guys have lots of examples to share with me. So I hope that you will comment below and let me know how you make a point of practicing sexuality in your life. Um, and for everybody who said that they were going to take me up on my challenge from a couple weeks ago, the what are you doing to improve your sex life? And I know that some of you were planning on doing it because you actually did tell me. So I'm really curious, how's it all going? Don't make me hunt you down. Talk to you next week. Bye.